Welcome back, guys. Today I have a video on a iPhone 7 Plus. You're probably watching this video out of desperation or just wondering what's going on with your device. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this resolved, or if you're lucky, if you don't really have anything too much going on with your device. As you can see, this device is currently just boot looping. It's just getting to the logo and powering it off, powering off, and getting to the logo and powering off. And this is consistent. This tends to happen if you've just done a repair and you get slammed with this. Not to worry, if you're still using the original sensor, the proximity sensor, which is the ear speaker, front camera, you got to make sure that is well connected after a repair. If that's not connected, reconnect it again. And if you have your home button flex cable, you got to recheck the connection there. That's when this happens after a repair. In my case, this is happening after checking the device itself. I found that the home button was, it was in two pieces. The flex cable was still connected, but the button itself was not on the cable itself. So it's rendered useless. It's broken. And the thing about these is, since it's an iPhone 7, actually this is a 7 Plus, Apple decided to make it where you can't have it. You can't have it repaired via third party. So whenever this home button breaks, you can no longer have this functionality. You would have to take it to Apple themselves. So even if you have a original home button, it's not gonna work. It's just gonna come up with that shortcut that I forgot what it was called. But anyways, it comes up with that home button shortcut. And that's the only way you can use your home button. But this would no longer work if your home button is broken. Anywho, let me get into more details. Now, as you can see, it's still boot looping, and you're just trying to get straight to the point and trying to figure out. I was able to get this working again. Now, if you're fresh to this, after a repair, this should happen. Just let it sit for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you should get to the home screen. So don't panic just yet. This is going to happen again. If your home button was broken, in this case, this problem is going to consistently happen. It's always going to happen if the phone powers off. So there's no way of actually getting that fixed up until Apple fixes it themselves. But if your phone is powered on, it's not going to happen once it gets to the main menu. But anywho, what you got to do first is hold the power and the volume down, and this is to get it to recovery mode. But since it's boot looping, what we're going to do is let it power off. Let it power off, let it power on again. And once it powers off, you're going to release the two buttons. There you go, release it. Alright, in this case, after, this is assuming you waited the 5 minutes and nothing happens. Because in my case, I waited about 20-25 minutes and it was still going. Alright, after, as you can see, it's not powering on. If you didn't do it right, the device is going to come off. You're going to redo it again. You're going to wait till it powers off, then power on again, powers off. And then once it powers off, you're going to release the button. Okay, now from here, this is where it gets a little tricky. What you're going to do is let it sit. Let the phone just sort of restart. And just give it about 30 minutes. In my case, I did 30 minutes. You can do it an hour, 2, just to be sure. And that should definitely work. Maybe 2 hours will definitely work. But just let it sit. Powered off, and after those 2 hours, come back and try the phone. Again, it's still going to reboot, but after letting it sit 30 minutes, it will still reboot. But this time, after rebooting a couple of times, it's going to get to the main menu screen. I would recommend you give it 10 minutes the next time after you turn it on and let it reboot. But within those 10 minutes, your phone should get to the menu screen. Now, I was just showing you this as an example, like I said, after 30 minutes, let it power on. It should get to the menu, and with this phone, it definitely works. But if you have any troubles, guys, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. I can try to help you out, maybe pinpoint what the problem is. But like I said, if you just did a fresh repair, I would check the connection, and it should definitely work. Now, again, if your home button was replaced, you're always going to have that issue until it's fixed by Apple themselves. But if you still have the original home button, everything's working, and it's most definitely the connection. But if you found the video